Hi guys, this is Zilla, back again with another video, and today is a sad day because my Note 7 actually got picked up and it's gone. I no longer have my Note 7. Even though I had no issues with the phone, I had to return it to Samsung. It was a mandatory request, which is a bit of a bummer, to be honest. So a lot of you guys, especially in Europe and the UK, it's harder for us to replace that particular phone than anyone in America. I'll tell you why. If you're based in America, you have more choice in terms of you've got the Note 5 to fall back on. You can pick one of them up. My issue with the Note 5 is it was never released in Europe. And if you want to import one into Europe or the UK, you're going to have issues with the bands, will 4G work on it, and so on. And especially if it's locked, it's going to be a nightmare. So it's not really a feasible option in my opinion. If you're in the States, your options are simple. Go with a Note 5, that's your primary number one choice to replace your Note 7. Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, that's a good replacement device, current, up to date. You've got the iPhone 7 Plus. If you're not a, how can I put it? I know I'm saying the iPhone 7 Plus and it sounds weird that I'm saying it, but believe me, it's not a bad device. It's expensive, but it's not a bad device. You've got the Moto Z and you've got the LG V20. In my opinion, they're the top ones, the Pixel XL as well. I didn't mention that. They're your most current phones. If you need the S Pen, you have to get the Note 5. Simple. If you don't need the S Pen, go with the S7 Edge. Closest experience you'll get to the Note 7. Or an iPhone 7 Plus, or the LG V20 when it finally comes out, or the Moto Z. Not bad device. Sorry guys, my phone's going mental. Now, if you're in Europe, it's a lot harder for us in Europe. I'll tell you why. In Europe, we never had the Note 5, so that's not an option for us. So if we need the S Pen, we have to get the Note 4. That, in my opinion, is too old. I've got one, and it works absolutely fine. No issue at all. It keeps up. But, do you want something that old? I doubt it. So our options are, immediate options, is the iPhone 7 Plus, the Pixel XL, which I'll be getting, and I'll be doing a review as soon as it comes out. It's on order, which again is very expensive. Both those devices don't have expandable storage, and then both of them cost a good chunk of money more than the Note 7 did. LG V20 is not being released in Europe and the UK. Would I recommend importing it? Not until you've seen some reviews on it, because it might be rubbish. You've seen some reviews obviously on YouTube, but they're predominantly pre-production LG V20s. You've got the Moto Z, which I'll show you that now. That's a viable option in my opinion. In Europe and the UK, you're looking at £499 for the Moto Z. That's not a bad price. It's a big screen. It's got nice features on the phone. You've got all the mods, like the speaker mod and so on, projector mod, battery mods and so on. So it's got a little bit of something going for it in my opinion. So if you were sure about it, think about Moto Z as well, especially if you're in Europe, UK. Now, we have one advantage to our American cousins as well. We have a couple of advantages. They can only get the Pixel phone via Verizon or certain, like Best Buy, I think it is, and the Google Play Store. In the UK, we can actually go into Curry's stroke PC World and buy one when it comes out. We can actually go to Carphone Warehouse and get it on any contract we want, any network should I say. We can actually go to EE if you're with EE and upgrade to it if you like that. And we've got the Google Play Store, so we haven't got exclusivity in the UK for the Pixel XL. That's number one advantage. Number two advantage is we can use Chinese phones in the UK and Europe because the 4G and LTE bands will work in Europe on those phones and in the UK. And I picked up this, the Honor Note 8. Not the Honor 8, the Honor Note 8. Produced by Huawei. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to leave a link up there somewhere to my review of this phone. This phone is an absolute beast. Okay, I highly recommend it. And I'll leave a link down below in the description where I bought it from. It's now dropped to £375. This was only released in August of this year. So it's a current flagship. £375, guys. If you're in Europe and the UK, trust me on this. You don't want to spend too much money realistically on a phone that you're not going to love. And believe me, if you had a Note 7, bring your expectations down a peg or two, because you're going to have to. There are things you're going to miss on your Note 7. I have already. In my opinion, the iPhone 7 Plus 256 gig is a bit too expensive. The Pixel XL is a bit too expensive. I know I have them, but I'm a reviewer and I need to get these products to keep current with you guys and do my reviews and so on. But for £375, this comes with dual SIM. 4G will work in the UK and in most of Europe, except if you're with O2, you might have issues there. It's got the fastest fingerprint scanner I've ever seen. It doesn't record in 4K, but it does record very good quality at 1080p, and it takes very good camera shots. Very good, believe me. That's actually a Sony sensor that they've purchased to put in this phone. The screen on this thing is 6.6 inches, 2K resolution, so the same as the Note 7, but 6.6 inch screen. All metal construction, top of the range Huawei processor in there, the Kirin 955. Check out my review, guys, or just check it out. And I've tried. Don't believe all the rubbish you read in the reviews and so on, talking about this processor, that processor, and so on. I've actually tested some of the most intensive games on this device: Gran Turismo, Dead Trigger 2, Mortal Kombat, and so on, and it works flawlessly. It doesn't even get hot when I'm playing them. It doesn't drop frame rate, smooth as hell. No issue at all with this phone. It's a very good phone, very worthwhile checking out if you're in Europe and the UK. That's the two advantages we have. As I said, you've got the Moto Z, the S7 Edge, the iPhone 7 Plus, the Pixel XL, and some of the Chinese phones. Also, you can check out Xiaomi. They make some pretty good devices. In particular, the Mi Note 2 is coming out very shortly. I think it's been released, but I haven't been able to import one in yet. So that's my take on it, guys. There are other options like the LG G5, which dropped to under £400 now. The HTC 10, that's under £500 now. But they're smaller devices, guys, so you might not get on with them. I'm using my HTC 10, I've got one. So for me, S7 Edge, Moto Z, iPhone 7 Plus, the Honor Note 8, if you can, or the Pixel XL. And if you really want to get an LG V20, you're going to have to import it. I'll leave links in the description where you can actually get that from. And before you ask, the company I bought it from, they'll open it before they send it to you, install English, download the Google Play Store, Gmail, Google Contacts, and so on. So it'll work fine in the UK and Europe. That's my take on it, guys. But like I said, drop your expectations down, because there isn't another phone out there like the Note 7. Simple as. If you really need the stylus, you're gonna have to go with a Note 4. If you import a Note 5, you might have issues with the bands. I don't know personally. That's my take on it. There's also the Nexus 6P, but it's getting on a little bit now with the Snapdragon 810 processor. Do you really want to be stuck with a device with an old processor in it? I don't think so. Especially if you've been using the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Note 7, because of how powerful it is. Anyway, guys, if you've got any questions, hit me down in the comments below. Let me know what device you're getting. I would love to know what you're getting, why you're getting it. And like I said, don't hang on to your Note 7s, guys. Just send them in, because they're going to remotely be shut down, number one. I've heard that from Samsung directly. Number two, they're a danger. I know a lot of fans. I'm a fan, believe me. I had no issues with either of my Note 7s. But potentially, if something happens and you didn't return them when you're asked to, whose fault is that? Yours. You won't be able to leg to stand on when it comes down to, Samsung. And again, no software support. They won't have that. You won't get updates. You won't get any security patches. You won't get anything. So there's no point hanging on to it, guys. Even though I know a lot of you die-hard fans like myself, and it hurt me to send it back, but I had to do it. I had to be realistic. You got a family. Think about them as well. Anyway, guys, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be reviewing the iPhone 7 Plus soon, next week. I'm going to be reviewing the Pixel XL as soon as I get that and do an unboxing. I'll be doing comparison videos between that and the iPhone 7 Plus. Check out my review of this. And I've got loads of accessories for you guys. I've been reviewing them for a long time now, so check out my channel. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.